What's up guys, my name's Ben and welcome to Muffy Malone Brewing. Today we are going to be brewing my Hoppy as Larry IPA. Thanks for joining me for my first video. I'm really excited to be sharing my homebrews with you guys and learning from you guys and interacting, hoping to brew some really cool beers along the way. I'm a chef by trade, so I'm looking forward to using some really interesting flavors in beers that you wouldn't normally see and seeing what we can create together. Today's grain bill for this brew will be 5.5 kilos of pale malt, 550 grams of Munich malt, and 275 grams of dark crystal. The grain here has already been milled. We'll be brewing today in a bag. Let's get brewing. We've got our grains in the bag. Today we're mashing in at 68 degrees. Just going to get the pump going now and get a bit of recirculation happening. As you can see, the wort's coming along really nicely. No stuck mash. We're recirculating. Great colour. We'll come back in about 45 minutes. Should be about an hour of mashing at that point. And we'll see how it looks. Okay, so here we have our hop additions. This is our first hop addition that's going to go in for 60 minutes, and that's 30 grams of Chinook, 30 grams of colubus, and 30 grams of cascade. These are our dry hopping, which will go in after, and that is 30 grams of cascade and 15 grams of citra. And then here we are weighing out our second addition that's going to go in for 30 minutes. So here we have 30 grams of Amarillo. We're going to add 30 grams of colubus. And 30 grams of cascade. Okay, so now we're done with our 60-minute mash. It's been actually mashing a little bit lower than 68. It's kind of ended up about 66, but that's okay. I think it'll still work really well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to kill our heat. I'm going to pump out the wort, and then I'm going to sparge off the grains and make sure that I get all of the goodness out of them. Put it all back into the pot and bring it up to the boil and get ready for our hop additions. Okay, so we are back up to a boil. At this stage we are going to start adding our hop additions for our 60-minute hop additions. So we'll come back in about 30 minutes for our next round of hop additions. Okay, so we're back after 30 minutes on the boil with our first hop addition. We're back for our second hop addition now. The second hop addition is Amarillo, Colubus and Cascade. We have 30 grams of each and they're all going to go in here for another 30 minutes. So we're going to let those go for about 30 minutes and then we will be about ready for our cooling and then get dry hop happening. So we've had the second hop addition. We have been boiling it now and we're about 10 minutes off cooling. So what I'm going to do now to sanitize my counterflow chiller is run some of the boiling work through it, just to make sure that gets nice and sanitized and that we are ready to start chilling soon. Now that we've cooled down our wort, it's a really good time to make sure that everything that comes in contact with the brew is sanitized. Alright, so we have cooled down our wort and it's ready to transfer into our fermenter. While this is emptying into the fermenter, I'm going to take a little sample for a gravity reading. Okay, so we're done transferring into the fermenter. We were almost spot on with the yield, so I was shooting for 23 litres and we've gone just under 24, so a little bit over. Maybe it's been quite boiled enough, but still I think we're really happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dry hop with the hops and then I'm going to pitch the yeast. Got our last round of dry hops. Got a little bit of citra in this one, which I think will be a really good finishing dry hop. I love the flavour of citra when you dry hop. So we're just gonna tie that bag up, pop that in there. And then once again, soaking in sanitizer, we have our yeast. So for this, I've chosen to use the White Labs WLP 001. It's a pure pitch liquid yeast. It's my first time using it, but from what I've read, there's some really great results with it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what it can do. Okay, so now that I have pitched yeast, I'm going to pop the top on and then I'm going to give it a big shake. Just make sure I get plenty of air in there and give it the best chance of a healthy and strong fermentation. Now that giving it a big shake. Going to bang in the airlock. Just use a bit of the sanitizer in there. And that's ready to go into the fermenting area. And we will see how we go. Should be ready within 10 days to 2 weeks. We'll see at the tasting. Well, it's tasting time, and here is the end result. Awesome colour off the beer. The aroma of the beer is very hoppy. The beer ended up with about 150 IBUs, which is pretty huge, even for an IPA. But with some of the darker malts in the beer, it really sort of tones down that hop profile, and it sort of more or less tastes like you're drinking something with, say, under 100 IBUs, which was pretty much my sole purpose for the beer. I didn't want it to be too insanely bitter. So yeah, have a little taste now and see what it's like. It's a really, really drinkable IPA, especially for the amount of IBUs it has. Really awesome malty backbone. And yeah, the flavour of the hops is really, really awesome. So it's come out really nicely. The percentage on this beer came out at about 6.8%. I would have liked it to have been a bit higher. I was aiming for a double IPA, but I kind of ended up at about a 1.5, if you want to call it that. But that's okay. I actually created this recipe from scratch myself, with only using a few sort of guidelines from what I've read about other people doing. So, and this was actually one of the first IPAs that I've done. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Looking forward to tweaking the recipe a little bit and trying it again, seeing if I can get it to that double. But for now, it's yeah, really good, really drinkable IPA. So cheers. We'll see you at the next video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and it'd be really great to have your support to help me get going.